There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to Hexiom. This module is a sort of a tile moving puzzle, and what we need to do is we need to figure out what exactly are we doing here. Well, as you can see, we have a series of different colored hexagons, and what we have to do is we have to have a setup where each hexagon has a number inside of it, and each of the hexagons that are adjacent to it have tiles have the exact amount of hexagons with the exact same sort of deal next to it. So in this case, this hexagon over here has a number of 1 in the middle. That means that there needs to be 1 hexagon adjacent to it, and in this case, that 2 is going to be applied right here. Now, one of the other things that we have here is we have to drag this stuff around in these tiles here, which you can do like this. And what happens with cases like these? These guys are stuck. These guys have these little bars that are sort of keeping it in place, and that means that we simply just cannot do anything with this. So that's what we need to worry about. For the most part, this module can be really simple, but it also can be really brute force and hellish. This one is actually a really easy example with not many clues to give us. So we can potentially do something like this. Like this would be good. 3 maybe. Maybe the 2 would be better down here actually. Not sure. 3 maybe right here. Do 1 and a 1. Do 2 up here. This one's a very interesting one, I will say. 2 down there instead, maybe? No. But essentially what you can see happening here is we have all of these tiles sort of changing colors. Now, red happens to mean that there's too much. There's too many tiles that are adjacent to it. Green happens to mean there are too little. In this case, we needed 3 tiles adjacent to it, but we only have these 2 over on the right side. And these gray tiles, by the way, mean nothing. As you can see, if you happen to drag over it, you're simply not allowed to do that. It's just the way that this works. 2 maybe up here, maybe. Let's try that. Let's try 3. Yeah. And the module is notorious for this exact reason. Why? Like, just because of how much work you have to do for it. 2. Let's reset it. But as you can see, what we need to do is we need to essentially find a pattern where every pattern is equal to the yellow case, which the yellow case happens to have the exact amount of tiles to it. Now this one should be easy, as I mentioned. However, it is proving to be quite difficult. So let's put maybe a 3 here, a 2 in the center, a 1 right up there. This 3 goes in the center, maybe right here and right here. Okay, maybe we're onto something here. And just like that is a solved module. Now, as you can see, it also just completely disappears. But what we had there, we had here, let me pull up Notepad++. No, I'm not going to do that. But what we had was a pattern of 1, 3, 2, 1, and then in between that, hopefully you guys saw it and was able to follow along with it. And of course, you can pause the video if you need to. But essentially, all of these tiles were adjacent to each other, and they had the exact amount of tiles in the number that corresponds to it. So now let's go to this next example, and this next example is actually a really tricky one. There is a little bit of there's a lot more tiles that can appear, and it also is a little bit more open, like this whole hexagon here. Now there can be nastier examples where the entire hexagon is open, but in this case, we might be able to use this little middle space that's been blocked off to our advantage. So let's start kind of just getting an idea of where we can place things. This 5 might go there. We want to move actually away from this 1 probably. This 1 is barred at this location, so we probably want to go up here. So maybe let's move the 5 up there, and let's just start moving everything in this sort of general direction here. So let's maybe move that 4 over here. We moved 3 up top. Maybe 4 right there. Maybe 4 right there. 3 right there. Wish we had another 4. Maybe we do have another 4 right there. 3 perhaps. We're very close, very close, but it's likely not going to be exactly what we think it is. So, let's move maybe this 1 down here. Let's move these. Let's move this 3 up, perhaps. Let's move this 2 down. Let's move this 2 over here. Let's move this 2 over here. It's gonna have too many spots though. what can we do with these threes? These threes are interesting, and I believe we're in the right direction. It's just we probably need to reorganize this in some way, shape, or form. So let's think about this. The 4 maybe over here. No, that's not going to help me. Ooh, okay. We get everything so close, and then it just gets messed up there. Maybe the 5 goes over here, perhaps. 3 there. Another 3 over here, perhaps. Let's see what that does for us. 4. 4 right there, 3 right there. And then, oh, here we go. Just like that. And just like that is a solved module. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll go over one more example. This module is a little bit tricky to do. I'll go over one more example. Hopefully you guys can follow along. I was able to pretty much figure out that 5 was going to be very, very important. We just needed to move to a bit of a different location. That's how this module works, and it's a really nice solo to do. To give the viewers a lot of time to just kind of play around with it. But it can be really tricky with just not being able to have any sort of idea of how close you are. So that's kind of just where this module is a little bit on the unpopular side. Let's go one more example. This module is not too bad, but I want to be able to explain it in a more in a little bit of a more in-depth way, and I want to be able to get maybe a big example. This one might work right here. So yeah.
There is only one.
So yeah, this board is definitely a lot more open. This is the only spot that is missing down here. So this is going to be examples that you will see very, very, very commonly. Now these ones are really nasty, I will say straight up. So let's maybe put the 4 over here. Let's put that 5 in the center, maybe. Let's get 3s over in the corners, maybe. That might be what we're after. Let's see what else we can do with this. Okay, 4 maybe right there. 2 maybe right there. And a 3. Okay, 2 maybe. 4 in the center. 3 right there. 3 right there. 3 right there. We might be onto something. I think we're getting kind of close to it. But of course, if we happen to move one thing, we always mess up something else. That's the problem with this. Alright. 4 messes with that stuff. That's not what we want. Trade the 3 and the 2 there. And now we're 1 space off. That's the problem. And now everything that we just did is going to get messed up. So perhaps what we want to do is we want to put that there. We put this there. Move the 3 up. Messing with the 5, unfortunately. Let's maybe move the 5 down to here. Make the 2 right there. Make it a 4. That messes with all these other guys. Okay. Why did I agree to another example? Why did I agree to another example? 4, 5, 2, 3. All this stuff gets messed up, unfortunately. 4, that rhymes. 3, 2, that's taken care of. Maybe switch the 5 and the 4. God dang it, okay. Okay. So close with both of these here. Well, I hope you're getting what you want out of this tutorial, that's for sure. 4. God dang it. Let's reset it. Hmm. I think we might be onto something here, but let's take a look. Because if we move here, that messes with everything that we just did there, so... 4 and 3... 5, 2... It's already been messed with, great. 4, 3, 5... 5, and I'm back to kind of where I was beforehand. Awesome. 2... These 2s are the bane of my existence right now. Oh, come on. You want to know what hell looks like? This is it. Who knew this would be just as bad as my polygrid tutorial? God. Oh my god, please end me. These guys are really annoying. They're locked in place and they're not helping me. There we go, finally. Oh. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed my suffering there, but that was, as you can see, that module can take a while. You can obviously use some sort of context clues. In this case, I knew that those 5s would be definitely in the middle, but obviously, there's not really much else that you can do. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.